to Staple Reviews. Today we're going to be discussing Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy 15. The movie is I guess you would say a prequel. It's set before the game. I mean, it was also released before the game, but that's neither here nor there. But like I said, it's set before game. It follows different characters than the Final Fantasy 15 game, so you're not following Prince Noctis, you're following Nyx. And he's part of the Kingsglaive. And, you know, it's an animated film, a bit like Advent Children. I guess that's obvious if you've ever watched any Final Fantasy movies, but, you know, not everyone has. So, anyway, as I was saying, the story, it's a solid story, you know, it all builds into the mythos of the game. You know, it is the same storyline. If you like the story of the game, you'll probably like the story of Kingsglaive. Like I said, it's set before Sean Bean plays the king, and honestly, you know, that's reason enough to see this film, because Sean Bean. But Aaron Paul's also in there. It's got a good cast. And like I said, basically, Aaron Paul plays Nyx, whose job changes. You know, he's a soldier in the Kingsglaive, but then he gets disciplined and then he's put on the gate, and he is there throughout the whole movie, and he, you know, takes his orders from the king, and it's all about them going to sign the treaty with Niflheim. Now, I do hope I'm saying that correctly, because I am terrible with pronunciation. My main issue with the movie, though, was actually the fight scenes were a bit choppy. Like, if you take Advent Children, the fight scenes all flow and it's all very nice. The fight scenes were kind of choppy at times, where, you know, it would just cut and then you're in a completely different area and the fights just move there and you don't really know why or how. And that was a bit jarring for me. But I mean, other than that, you know, I didn't have an issue, and, you know, the fight scenes were still pretty cool when they weren't being choppy, you know, with all the magic and stuff. It were pretty cool fights. So, did I enjoy the movie? Yes. So, you know, if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, the franchise, I would recommend Kingsglaive. My apologies. But, of course, if you're not a fan of the franchise, then it's probably not for you, I guess. I mean, hey, it's still got Sean Bean in it. Still worth a watch. I enjoyed it. You might too. I'm Bob Staple. Go make me a sandwich.